Hiya, my name's Moss, and today I am drinking a very special drink. It's my favorite tea, in fact. It is iced peppermint tea with just a dash of lemonade, and it's the perfect mix of that citrusy taste and then that perfect minty aftertaste. I love this tea. So what I'm building today is a cabin that is next to the water and in the woods, and basically I want to live here. It has everything I want in a dream home. I'm right now building a sunroom with a glass roof where the owner gardens back here, and it just looks so peaceful. And then you have a separate building that's your bedroom, so you can just be cozy up even nearer to the water. I love this build so much. I guess technically in real life, I do live next to water. I recently moved to an apartment that has water in its name, right? And I've been asking myself ever since I toured the place, where's the water? Where's the water I'm signing up for? I moved here because it's the perfect place and I get 2 bedrooms for the price of 1. But where's my water? Anyway, yesterday I finally found the water. This is silly. I went to the bank yesterday. I tried to open an account, then realized I forgot all the pieces of information I needed to open an account. So I walk back home, right? And I'm like, I'll just quickly go run and fetch those things. I also forgot my damn apartment key. And so what I did instead was I walked around a bit more, explored the area trying to find an office that might have my apartment key. Didn't find anything, but I did find the creek this place is named after. It all turned out fine. I got to hang out with my parents the whole day. But, geez, what a day I had yesterday. But at least I finally found that creek. And I'm excited to show my roommate. Speaking of being next to water, I also recently went on my first camping trip, which is probably very important considering I want to move to a place like this, where it's like off the grid and in the woods and next to water. And during that first camping trip, we camped next to Lake Superior. And it was beautiful. I'll show you a picture right here. We literally had the view of the lake while waking up. And it was gorgeous. We were so excited. So excited to wake up and see this gorgeous sunrise, you know? We had the like tent windows open and everything. And the night before there was a beautiful full moon. And it would have been amazing. Except we got one of those beautiful Great Lake storms where lightning was hitting every half second. Like there wasn't a time in the sky where it was dark anymore. And I'll show you a sound right here. Do you hear that? That's how awful it was. And that was before it started picking up. So we were stuck in this tent that we hadn't even tethered to the ground because the ground was too hard. We were stuck in this tent, laying on an air mattress with rocks holding the tent down. And these giant gusts of sea wind were just blowing this place apart. And it was terrifying. And overall 10 out of 10, great camping experience. Oh. Anyway, this is the build we found. It's getting pretty dark with the colors right now, but you'll see later on that I changed that. I usually gravitate to more darker, cozier colors when I build. I really love all the pattern I can get, and just, I wanted this place to look dusty, because dust is a layer of comfort in a home, especially one like this. So I thought it was exactly how it was turning out until I moved on to the bedroom and I put all these bright colors and it was really, really cute. And then I realized I wanted the main house to look like that as well. Because you see that sunroom over there, it has this bright green wallpaper and so much going on that here, right now, I changed it to a lighter, more pastel wallpaper, and that just fixed the entire thing. And then I can add all the plants I want, which is basically how my apartment looks right now. Oh, before that camping trip in the storm, we found a frog. And I want to talk about animals because these are the sort of animals I imagine you can find in this build. And one of them is a frog. You can find this frog and you can kiss as many frogs as you want until you find your true love. Now this frog I found, I'll show you a picture right here. I didn't kiss him, but I did love on him a lot. Do you see that lighting right there? He's the most handsome boy, and no one can disagree with me. He is the best. He was just chilling on the road to our campsite before this massive storm hit, and he's the greenest frog I've ever seen. I still need to paint a picture of him. He lives in my mind rent-free, and I'm not complaining. Speaking about animals, in this build, I did include a chicken coop. This is a pretty small lot, so it's kind of hard to fit where to put a chicken coop, but I found right next to the front door so that when you're making your morning eggs, you can hear them cluck around and ask for your bread. Yeah, I put a chicken coop right there, and I think it'd be really cute. I went to my cousin's grad party recently, and guess what they had? They had chickens, and so I went to this tree under which there were like 10 chickens, and I just hung out with them. I was learning how to pick up chickens and everything, and then eventually all the rest of the cousins came about, and they were all sitting in a circle playing with chickens. The youngest cousin there, she raised all these chickens, and one was her favorite chicken. And again, I can't get this chicken out of my head. This chicken had a limp foot, and so her name was Limpy. And she was just the sweetest cuddler, while all the other chickens were going crazy because we were like feeding them bread and stuff. Limpy wouldn't even bother because she would just get bullied. And so we'd feed her bread. We'd we'd take favor to her because she's the best chicken. And so after we were done feeding them, Limpy just laid in my cousin's lap and took a nap. And then my cousin said this is completely normal and that she does this all the time. And I'm like, how is this chicken so incredibly sweet? I love chickens. And just putting a chicken coop on this lot made me want to live here more. I basically built my dream house. And I couldn't be happier. I like how simply cluttered it is. Like, it looks lived in enough, but not overly cluttered that I'd hate it. And, oh my goodness, the lanterns on that tree, and all the fireplaces around. and the busy patterned wallpaper. I could rant about this place all day, but I won't because the video's almost over. I hope you had a fun time watching this and hearing a couple of my stories. And would you live here too? Answer. Check out this video because this happens. Can we give him little freckles? Oh no, that gives the impression of nostrils head on. I'm not well versed in frog anatomy, but it shall be cute? Question mark? The second most important part, the butt cheeks. This boy needs a bigger butt, what can I say? Yes, it is hollow inside him, but I think we all have a bit of a deep, dark, hollow pit inside of us.